what to photograph in December 2024. Hello photopiller, Rafael the Bar here. December. We're getting to the end of the year and there are still a lot of events to photograph. In December, Jupiter will be in opposition, which is one of the best times to view and photograph the planet. We've also got the Geminids meteor shower, the full moon, the Ursids meteor shower. Mercury will be at its greatest western elongation, also a great time to view and photograph the planet. We'll have 5 conjunctions of the moon with the planets, with Venus, Saturn, Mars, Jupiter and Mercury, and we'll have 2 occultations, the occultation of Saturn and Mars behind the moon. And of course, don't forget to photograph the Milky Way, the theme part of our galaxy. And as always, don't forget the always on photo opportunities. I'm talking about sunrise, sunsets, golden hour, blue hour and star trails. Also, at the end of the video, as always, I'm going to share with you 3 of the best photos that you guys have submitted to the PhotoPills Awards and that we featured in November. So let your imagination fly, decide what event you want to photograph and go to PhotoPills and plan your shot so you can go and capture it. Okay, let's get started. Let's see some of the best photo opportunities that can be captured in December 2024. Let's go. In December we have 2 new moons, the first one on December the 1st and the second one on December the 30th. Pretty cool. And as you know, in December we get to enjoy and photograph the theme part of our galaxy, the Milky Way, from both hemispheres, the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So for example, if we go to the northern hemisphere, I have the red pin in Favarich Lighthouse next to the Favarich Lighthouse in Menorca. As always, we see that we get the theme part of the Milky Way pretty vertical, and then we can get the Milky Way pretty horizontal, pretty low in the sky. Shooting it from the opposite, for example, from the other side of the lighthouse, we can get a nice panorama of the Milky Way, the theme part of the Milky Way above the lighthouse. If you don't trust me, you can tap on the night AR view and trust your eyes. We have the horizon here, the Polaris, and here we have the theme part of the Milky Way arching above the horizon. This is the horizon and you have the arch above the horizon. And early in the day we got the Milky Way completely vertical like this, which is pretty cool too. Great! Now if I go to the southern hemisphere, let's see what we can get. Let's go to Namibia, one of my favorite places on Earth. And here see that at the beginning of the night we get the Milky Way pretty low in the sky, in the east, the arch is arching in the east, and then it gets completely vertical, which is pretty cool. Let's tap on the night AR again to see the Milky Way arching. You have the arch here and it goes low in this position here. We have the core of the Milky Way below the horizon, and later we can get it completely vertical like this. Pretty cool. Awesome. As you've seen, planning the Milky Way is pretty easy, but if you want to learn how to plan your Milky Way photos step by step, watch this video. On December 7th, Jupiter will be at opposition. It is its closest approach to Earth, and its visible face is completely illuminated by the Sun. And Jupiter will shine with a magnitude of -2.66, which means that it will be visible to the naked eye. Jupiter will be brighter than any other day of the year. After sunset, you'll find it low in the sky, in the east, not far away from the sunrise direction, and you know that the sunrise direction is the thick yellow line you see on the map, so you can't miss it. The Geminids meteor shower is peaking on the night that goes from December 13th to December 14th. And this year around 80 meteors per hour are expected at the peak, which is not much because usually when there is no moon, the Geminids can get over 100 meteors per hour. But unfortunately this year the almost full moon will be above the horizon throughout the night. The moon phase is 97%. So the moon will wash out many of the meteors. But as you know, photopillars never give up, so why not give it a try? And if you're wondering where to find the radiant of the meteor shower, you know that the radiant of a meteor shower is that spot in the sky where appear meteors to originate. You have it here on the map. Is this gray line that's moving. When I change the time, the gray line is telling you where the radiant is, and you see this gray circle is moving along the path of the radiant, so you know at all time where the radiant is on the map. And also if you tap on the night AR, you'll visualize the radiant in the augmented reality views, and you can change the time, as you know, by swiping on the screen, and you can see where the radiant is at all time through the AR views, which are amazing. So this makes planning your meteor shower shots pretty easy, but if you wish to learn how to do it step by step, watch this video. The last full moon of the year is on December 15th, giving us one last opportunity to photograph it aligning with an interesting subject we like. So based on the moonrise direction or moonset directions, plan your shot, like I've done it here. So this is my plan for the full moon in December. If on December 15th, 2024 at 5:16 p.m. I am at the red pin position here in Pregonda, I'll see the full moon rising behind the cliffs of Cavalleria Lighthouse, and actually it will get behind the little lighthouse here, which is pretty cool. As you see on the map, the moon is going to be pretty big, and you have the size of the moon in brackets on the top panel, 52 meters, which is a huge moon. The center of the moon is at a height of 11.8 meters from the black pin. This is from the ground level of my lighthouse, so I can compare this height with the height of my subject, and also the shooting distance is 5.6 kilometers. Pretty cool. Let's check the natural light I'll get at the time of the shooting. This is on panel number 3, because on this panel we have the elevation of the sun, 0.20 degrees, so the sun is about to set, golden hour, and the moon is going to be getting this beautiful yellow color that we love so much. So this is actually a very good shot. And by the way, here you have a photo by Untitled. He loves shooting this little lighthouse with huge moons, and I think the result is amazing. And if you wish to learn how to plan your moon shots, watch this video. The Ursids meteor shower is peaking on the night that goes from December 22nd to the 23rd, and only 4 meteors per hour are expected at the peak. Once again, the bad news this year is that we'll have the moon above the horizon for most of the night, so you should be shooting the Ursids before the moon rises, and the moon phase will be 51%, so pretty strong. Again, if you want to know where the radiant of the meteor shower is, you should know that it is due north, as you see on the map, and also you tap on the night AR, you'll visualize it is north, and you see the Polaris here, and the radiant of the meteor shower is like going around the Polaris, which is pretty cool. And the Ursids are only visible from the northern hemisphere, not from the southern hemisphere. On December 25th, Mercury will be at its greatest western elongation, which means that the planet will be further away from the Sun, giving us great conditions to view and photograph it. Actually, Mercury will shine in the early morning sky with a magnitude of -0.4, so visible to the naked eye. Before sunrise, you'll find it in the east, not far away from the sunrise direction, the thick yellow line you see on the map. You can miss it. And last but not least, in December we'll have 5 moon planet conjunctions. The first one on December the 4th. The moon will be in conjunction with Venus. The moon phase will be only 14%. Pretty cool. On December the 8th, Saturn will be in conjunction with the moon, and the moon phase will be 47%. And if you're lucky enough to be in the eastern side of Indonesia, Japan, and the eastern Philippines, you'll be able to experience the occultation of Saturn behind the moon. So cool. On December 14th, the moon will be in conjunction with Jupiter, and the moon phase will be 99%, almost full moon. On December 18th, Mars will be in conjunction with the moon, and the moon phase will be 89%. Also, if you're in Canada or in Greenland, you'll be able to see the occultation of Mars behind the moon. So we have 2 occultations in December. And on December 29th, Mercury will be in conjunction with the moon, and the moon phase will be pretty thin, 3.5% only. That's cool. On both hemispheres, you'll find the moon planet conjunctions where the moon is, so you just need to swipe the time bar, change the time, and check on the map the position of the moon, which is represented by this thin blue line that's moving across the map when I change the time. Where you see the moon, you'll see the planets, and thus the conjunction. And now let's see some of the best photos that you submitted to the PhotoPills Awards and that will be featured in November. The first one is a fantastic photo of the Milky Way over a sea of clouds in La Palma, Spain, photo by Blair Adamson. The second one is a stunning photo of the moon setting behind Philadelphia's skyline in the US, photo taken by Mira. And the third one is an incredible shot of the sun behind Mount Teide in the Canary Islands, Spain, photo taken by Juan Mendez Quesada. Amazing photos, guys. Thanks for sharing. Now, if you wish to learn how to plan and photograph each one of the events I've shared in this video, I invite you to download our super detailed astronomical events photography guide, and I'll leave a link to the guide in the description of this video and in the first comment below. Download it. And as always, if you like this video, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you next Wednesday in another video. And remember that you have the power to imagine, plan, and shoot legendary photos. Bye.